Sometimes people want to use Janus just for live chat. They don't want to invest the time in Dialogflow. They don't want automation. They just want to connect a Facebook page to Slack and then be able to manage interactions with their Facebook users directly from Slack. Obviously, one of the benefits is that you don't need to be a Facebook page admin to be able to send messages from Slack to a Facebook user. Now, obviously, we are a Dialogflow manager, so we can actually use Dialogflow without ever having to train Dialogflow and just to enable live chat. And if we look at a Dialogflow agent, all we need to see here is that I have in this Demobot Dialogflow agent, I have one intent. It's just this default fallback intent. And any message that a user sends is going to trigger this intent. So if we look at the intent, we can see here that there's actually no response. Training a Dialogflow agent, and your goal is to add automated responses, it would hit this default fallback intent, and you might respond with, can you rephrase that, right? In this case, we don't need any message. All we need is this default fallback intent. And we don't need to spend any time training Dialogflow if we just want to use Janus for live chat. So let's connect Demobot, this Dialogflow agent, with only one intent to Janus, and let's see it work. So I just say add a bot, okay? And we're going to select demo agent, or it was Demobot. So we're going to connect this Dialogflow agent to Janus, and sure, we're going to create a new bot with this Dialogflow agent. Sure, you can refer to it as Demobot. And at this point, you might connect one of your automation tools that you're building bots with. I'm going to click No Tools and add Janus directly to my Facebook page with one click. So I'll just click Connect Facebook. I'm going to add Janus to this Chat for Food page. And I can click Continue, but I can also just jump right back to Slack. And Janus will send you that message that Janus is now connected to the Facebook page. And then we can click Continue. And so now we can just chat with this chat with the Facebook page. And let's see what happens. I'm going to go over here and I'm going to click Get Started. And if we send a message, we should get no response back. So you can see Get Started delivered no response. And I'd like to order pizza. This will hit Dialogflow, and it won't return a response because remember, it's going to every message the user sends is going to hit this Dialogflow intent, and because we have no response, then the user's not going to get a message back. But if we look at Slack, you'll see here that Demobot, this Dialogflow agent, is still triggering alerts, and we can get all these messages from Facebook. And if we click this link and we join a channel, and I can just say, hi, let me just scroll to the bottom. I've been testing this. Hi, Josh. I can help you with your order. And these messages are going to be delivered to Facebook. So if we look, now I'm just having a normal chat conversation with the user on Facebook. Thanks for your help. No automated responses, no Dialogflow training, just messages sent to Slack. And so what's really cool is that you can collect all of this conversational data from your end users without delivering automated responses. And you can use this data to then add automation over time. So you can do that directly in Slack. And you can see that you can categorize intents in Slack. So I'm going to save it as a new intent. And, you might, this is what users say. And then I don't even need to add a response at this point. I'm just going to collect all the messages that users say and categorize those messages. And if we jump over to Dialogflow, because maybe you want to use the Dialogflow training tools, and you can do that directly in the console, you can see in the training section of Dialogflow that all of the messages are still being captured. So you can take these messages and then start to train a Dialogflow agent and still never deliver an automated response. And then when you're ready, you could just go in and add responses, and that will start to incrementally introduce automation into the experience. So it's just a nice way to be able to get started with Janice and chat live with the user without ever having to train Dialogflow, still get these alerts sent to Slack so you can then manage conversations from Slack and still collect all of this conversational data that you can then use to train your Dialogflow agent over time and gradually introduce automation.